Hello YouTube, it's Cross Fingers here. Firstly, I'd like to apologise for the shakiness. I'm actually holding the camera today. It's not on a tripod. And apologise for my voice. I'm not very well at the moment, for a change. But I thought I'd do like an end of year review. And there's a few things that I want to say and get off my chest, as well as this chest infection. But some of it not so pleasant, most of it is pleasant. Firstly, I'd like to thank you for a belated thank you for the 100 subscribers that seem to have came and went. It's now over, I think it's 113 I think now, which is absolutely incredible. I initially started the channel because my daughter was basically wanting me to do a channel, and I've explained it a couple of times to a few people, but I don't have many talents at all, really, nothing that's YouTube worthy. So it was either do some scratch cards or eat some horrible stuff or do dares. Now I'm too old for dares and I don't want to eat horrible stuff, and scratching cards is the easiest thing to do, so that's why I do it. It's a double-edged sword. Every time there's a positive, there's always a negative. And unfortunately, my character has been called into question by a certain person. I'm not going to go into details, and I don't have to justify myself to this person at all. And I'm going to leave that one there. I mean, I was going to go a bit further with that, but I'm not going to make this video about that. Basically, whenever I do anything in my life, I tend to go at it hammer and tongs, and I make mistakes, and I do things I shouldn't do, and you know, but that's who I am, and for the most part, that's how most people are. I don't know anybody that's perfect, with the exception of possibly Animal Scratcher. But no, seriously, it's life, you know, things happen, and I do things that maybe I regret, maybe I spend a bit too much here or there, but on the whole, it's not really an issue. I'm on a limited budget, and this has now turned into a hobby. Basically, it's something I get a lot of enjoyment out of, which there aren't many activities that I get a lot of enjoyment out of nowadays. And I've basically been accepted into a community which I didn't really know existed, the scratch card global scratch card community, and I've met some amazing people and speak to amazing people all over the world, and I feel very fortunate enough to do that. But my spending's been called into question, and I just wanted to basically, not that I need to show anything, but anytime I do, like I said, anything I do anything at all, I tend to go at it full speed. Now, every year I've always kept track of how much I've spent, just so when I can look back and see and make sure that I'm not spending more than I should be, or you know. And basically what we've got here, I was going to go into more detail, but I'm not going to, because it'd be a long boring video. But basically every card that I purchased this year, I've done like a bar chart of how many I bought, and there's all different variants there. They're £1, £2, £3, £5, all the way up to £10. And that way it's a breakdown of what I spent on each ticket, and then I basically went further than that, and I broke down like which was the best ticket, which was the worst ticket, blah blah blah. I can tell you that without doubt the worst ticket was Santa's Millions, and that was awful. Something ridiculous like 91% of tickets I bought were losers, which was awful. But there were some good ones as well, like the 250, the £2 Old Faithful, what I call Old Faithful. I was actually 200 something pounds up on the year on that one, which is brilliant, which is why I call it Old Faithful. But overall, how did I fare? Well, I didn't make a profit, which is in line with, I think, most people with scratch card. You don't do it to make money, you do it, and like the videos, for entertainment. I realise that this video isn't going to be very entertaining at all, but I think it's something that I need to get off my chest and to be able to put it behind me and move on. But basically I made a loss this year, or the last year as it is now, of £57. That's £57 for the year. Now I do realise that the spending of scratch cards, the frequency has increased dramatically, obviously, because I started the channel, and it seems that the cards are the ethos of the channel, then it's only natural that will be the case. But £57 spread over the year is just over £1 a week, and if anybody can begrudge me that, then basically tough shit, don't watch. And that's it with the negatives. I'm not going to say any more about it other than that. Disappointment, obviously, but that's the way it is. But I'd like to thank the scratch card community for accepting me, basically, for who I am and what I do. I get a lot of enjoyment out of doing this. As I said before, enjoyment levels are few and far between, and I will not be stopping doing the videos. One process that I did do was basically I would have a bank of videos that I would publish when either I couldn't afford to buy any tickets or I was too unwell to do a video, which, for those of you know me well, that happens quite a lot because I've got quite a few illnesses and things. Yeah, unfortunately, when I do publish these videos, then someone or people interpret them that video has gone up on a certain day, that video was live, so to speak. But like in some cases, that video could be 8 weeks old, you know, so it's not a true representation of my financial standing at that current point, if that makes any sense. I realise that obviously it doesn't. But basically what I'm going to do, I've got 6 videos that are banked up, and I'm basically going to do a clean state. I'm going to publish them all over the next 48 hours to clear the decks, as it were, and then I'm basically just going to put up a video as it would be in real time-ish. So there'll be no more banked videos. Again, not that I need to justify anything, but it's just something that's niggled me a little bit, that it gets misinterpreted like most things. If a question was asked directly, then obviously none of this would take place, but obviously that isn't going to happen with most people because they'd rather say things behind your back, etc. But actually thinking about it, it's not actually £57 loss. I've actually got, I'm participating in 2 other draws, group draws, and there is £40 in there that I acquired from other group draws, obviously. So it's actually £17 as it stands now, which is next to nothing, isn't it? But anyway, again, I don't want to dwell on that. I just want to say thanks again. Trying to end on a positive. I'm really looking forward to improving my videos this year, trying to cut out the word which will be my biggest challenge, I think, and hopefully, you know, I'll get left alone to do my thing. I appreciate the community tremendously, and I look forward to watching your videos, and any comments that are left on my videos I always reply to. If anybody leaves a comment and I haven't replied to them, then it's an oversight on my part, and I apologise for that. But it's something that I believe in. If someone takes the time to put a comment down, be it a positive comment or a negative comment, I will always reply where I can, obviously. And basically that's it. So I'm just wishing everybody a happy new year, and may you get everything you hope for this year and every year thereafter. Okay, cross fingers out.